KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today's recipe is going to be this creamy sweet potato and chicken curry. Very quick one, very easy one to do. Right, the first thing I've got is my little mini food processor. I've got about a third to maybe half a cup of pistachios, shelled of course, and we're simply just going to blitz these up to make like a pistachio nut meal. This recipe is going to be a little bit like a korma style dish, but we're using pistachios instead of cashews. It's a little bit nice, a little bit different. Right, simply just tip those out with that really nice fine ground nuts. They can go straight in. You can leave that pistachio in. I'm putting half of a 400 gram can of diced tomatoes into my mixer as well. I'm going to blitz that up and make up a little passata. It's going to be a nice little tomatoey type sauce to go into our curry. Okay, a little bit of peanut oil straight in the pan like that, and I've got 1.5 brown onions that I've just roughly chopped. We're just going to brown these off a little bit, just get the process happening. We just want to speed that bit up. Very, very simple. Alright, once we're getting a bit of colour on there, we can remove those from the pan. We're going to add these back into the curry in a little bit of time later. A little bit more peanut oil. The onions do soak up that oil quite simply, and the peanut oil is a really good way to go because it's a little bit lower in cholesterol and all those bad fats. Right, 2 sweet potatoes I've just chunked into 1 centimeter little cubes like that, and we're just going to brown these off, give them a little bit of a fry, get a little bit of color on there, and start the cooking process happening just that little bit quicker. Good dose of salt straight over the top, around about a teaspoon's worth. You can handle that quite simply. So stir those around, let them cook at their own sort of pace. I'm going to add in a little bit of freshly ground black pepper. If you've been a subscriber or follower of the channel for a while, you know I love my ground black pepper. But you can see a little bit of colour change there. Around about time to take those out as well. They're going to go back in a very short period of time. Okay. Again, a little bit of oil. As you can see, those potato pieces or sweet potato pieces chewed up or sucked up all that oil. Around about the equivalent to 2 cloves of garlic can go in. I'm using my favourite garlic paste. Same amount again of ginger paste. That can go straight into the oil. We've got the oil happening at a medium heat. I've got around about 2 teaspoons worth of garam masala, and the same again of some ground cumin. They can go straight in. Very, very simple curry this. I'm not going for a lot of spice, just for a little bit of a herby flavour. I'm going to add in a little bit of basil paste as well. Not going to hurt at all that. Right, stir all that through. We're going to cook those spices out a little bit. It's going to make things really fragrant in the kitchen, believe me. Okay, so just, as I said, medium heat. Stir those through like that, and now we can start adding in our chicken thigh pieces. I've used around about 750 grams worth of chicken thighs. I've just given them a rough slice up. We don't need to go 2 bananas with that. We want a bit of texture there. All we simply have to do is fry those off a little bit. Once we start getting a bit of colour on both sides, we can start getting on with the rest of our dish. I'm going to use in the rest of that can of tomato. So it's around about 200 grams worth of ground crushed tomato and all its juices. Get all that straight in there. This again is going to give us a nice little bit of texture. Right, stir those through, get that colour happening, and it's a very quick curry in all honesty. Right, add your sweet potato pieces like that. Very, very nice. And we're just going to keep cooking this off at that medium heat for a little while. Add in your onion that we've previously given a 3/4 way cook through, and add in the rest of that crushed tomato that we blitzed up at the beginning of this recipe. Very, very simple and very tasty, this recipe as well. Okay, and if you haven't had sweet potato in a curry before, well, you really don't know what you're missing. It's such a good little ingredient. Put the lid on, just crack it so it's going to have a little bit of steam coming out. We're going to let that sit for around about 6 to 8 minutes ish. Right, you can see the juices have started to come out of everything. I'm going to add in around about a cup of cream. That can go straight in. That's going to give us the real creamy part, but what's really going to make this recipe is that pistachio meal that we made at the beginning of the whole deal. the beginning of the whole video, that is. Right, stir that through, let that come back up to a nice bit of heat, put that lid on, let it stew away for a little bit. Now, around about 5 to 10 minutes before the end, we're just going to add in our pistachio, just like that, and that is going to thicken this curry up by an incredible amount, and it's going to give you a really nice flavour as well. Pistachios do work well, and look, if they work good in ice cream, it's going to work good in the curry. A little bit of rice in the centre there, and all we have to do is serve that up. The way I'll get that rice looking like that, I'll put the rice into a ramekin once it's still warm and cooked, and you turn that ramekin upside down, give it a tap, and you'll end up with this little rice pile. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. Love to see you try and make this recipe at home. If you like this video, hit that like button, gives me confidence, should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. Hey, leave a comment. Hit that notifications bell, you'll be notified every time a new video goes up. More importantly, you want to learn how to make something a little bit different, a little bit new, something I just come up with out of the blue, well, you need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button, you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I've eaten this curry, I know what it tastes like, and I will catch you next time. Bye!